had a spectator over the weekend.
Try again. Say that one again.
So I had a spectator watching me over the weekend.
What was it, dog?
It was a dog.
I had a cat this morning.
I had a dog watching. I was like,
The cat kept jumping up on the bed. And it was
Really?
like, yeah, two pussies, not good.
little tickle with the feathers.
Yeah. Feathers.
Feathers?
What sort of cat have you ever met with feathers?
Tickles with the tail. Oh my God.
Welcome to the Casual Fans Podcast, guys. Today's episode is brought to you by our sponsors, Adapt Jiu-Jitsu. They got the best jiu-jitsu clubber in the game. Nothing silly, clean cut, no logos, no skeletons, no dead stuff.
To get 10% off, use the code FANS10. We all know when you get new jiu-jitsu clothes or rash guards and shorts, it actually makes your jiu-jitsu 10 times better. So use FANS10 and we'll see you on the mats.
Anyway, should we get into this?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
So, I guess, because this is episode 1, no one really knows, but Fred and I are mates from Sydney.
Yep.
So we both used to live in Sydney together. Bondi Beach.
Just to run Bondi.
Yeah. We were the Bondi babes.
Yeah.
Funny old place, isn't it?
Fantastic place.
Funny old place, yeah.
It's like Never Land, isn't it?
It is.
No one grows up.
I was telling people about this the other day. Like, it's one of those places that time just kind of stands still a bit. There's no expectation.
No, not at all.
On what you're going to do with your life.
No, because I would be happy and content going Ravisi's every Friday for the next 5 years.
Ravisi's, yeah. That's a sick little bar,
Oh,
right
it's
on the
fucking
beach,
unreal.
2-story.
And they only let like 8 out of 10s above in.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they let you in.
Yeah, I never got in there.
Yeah, the Seki was a cunt, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
The old boy. Like, if you listen to this, son, you're a wanker. Like, I used to hate him. You've had too much to drink tonight, mate? I've had one beer, mate.
Mate, I remember being stood in the queue with Ferris, and Ferris is like Muslim. Ferris is like a full Muslim as well, like
Not like a half one.
Nah, he's like a behaving Muslim, and he obviously doesn't drink.
Yeah.
And the Seki come up to him and was like, "Oh, how much you had to drink, mate?" Ferris was like, "Oh, I'm steaming. I've had loads. I've had about 5 pints." I was like, "Yeah, no, you've had too much, mate. You're not coming in." He's like, "Mate, I'm fucking winding you up. Do you know what I mean? I've not had anything to drink." And the mate was still like, "Nah." He was like, "Wallahi, I've not had anything to drink."
Yeah, mate, he's an arsehole. I used to hate that geezer.
Pricks, mate. But what a place.
Mate, unbelievable.
What a place.
Go for your dips.
Yeah.
You could do like coastal walks, which is obviously unreal. But then, like we said, no one ever grows up. So yeah, we first met at Jiu-Jitsu at Garage. So shout out to Garage.
Shout out Garage. When did you get to Oz?
I got to Oz December 2019. Bushfires. So just before COVID booted off.
Yeah.
So I went to Thailand for a month and then landed in Australia December 1st, and it was like
Muay Thai, yeah?
Yeah, Muay
Tiger
Thai.
Thai.
Yeah, it was bushfires. So I was basically walking around in the big smoke for like a couple months, weren't we?
That was bad, actually.
That's terrible. And they made you work in it.
Yeah. I remember, mate, me and Jordan, shout out Jordan, we were at a job in Mossman, and the client come out, and it was real smoky, and we were working on like their garage, and we were like, "Oh, smoke's quite bad, eh?" And she was like, "Hey, you can't be out here. You can't be out here with this smoke, guys." And we were like, "Yeah, it's actually quite tough out here." And we did. We got sent home. The client rung up the gaffer and was like, "You can't have the boys working out here. It's too much for him."
Well, they said it is the equivalent of smoking 40 cigarettes a day. Like, I don't know if that's bro science or not.
I think that's probably bro. That sounds like bro
But
science.
the smoke was that thick. Like,
Yeah,
you couldn't
the
see
smoke
like
was
about
big.
fucking 20 metres in front of you at some points.
Oh, yeah,
on
it was
some
bad.
on some of the days.
Do you reckon then? What do you think was worse, the smoke inhalation from the bushfires or watermelon elf bar?
The watermelon elf bar.
I reckon watermelon elf
No
bar's
way,
worse.
they're unreal.
They're unreal, but I reckon that's worse for you.
Yeah, I'll stick it, but at least they taste nice.
Yeah, to be fair, bushfire smoke,
Yeah.
like roast kangaroo, don't smell that great.
I
does
know.
it?
Working it and like being sweaty and shit as well is horrible, isn't it?
Are you pretending like you ever got sweaty at work?
Yeah, to be fair. Do the least, get paid the most is a motto I used to run by.
Yeah, that's just the sparky way, isn't it?
Sparkies, hold tight the boys.
Sparkies. Yeah, you're the worst kind. That was bad, yeah. And then went straight from bushfires
To COVID.
to COVID.
Yeah.
And we were all right to start with COVID, weren't we? But then...
Oh yeah, we was having it off.
Oz got pretty bad.
Yeah, February, wasn't it? I think February, or no, March,
No,
I think.
March.
Yeah, March. Because I was supposed to actually fly home back to the UK in April. So I was only supposed to be in Oz for like 3 months. And then when March booted off and they cancelled all the flights,
Yeah.
that's when I was like, oh, I might as well do the year. Because there was no flights going back home. And I spoke to my mum and dad, they was like, oh, you might as well just stay out there.
Yeah, fuck. It was March, wasn't it? Do you know how I know it was that time?
Go on.
Because that was when my bird left me.
Just a double whammy.
Yeah, innit?
Couldn't even fly home
She
to
was
see your
like-
family.
Yeah, literally. I couldn't go anywhere because we weren't even allowed to go
That's
really out the house. I was like, oh, cool. And we lived together as well. It was fucking.
Did ya?
Oh, it was brutal.
That's
man.
how long was you with your missus?
Like 5 years.
Oh, that is a long time. I thought you went.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I thought you was like, because people in Oz, I don't know why they do it. They move in with their birds like real quick. Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean,
Because
but I
like,
don't know
well,
if that's a thing.
For me to move into with a girlfriend, I'd have to be with them for about 5 years.
Mate, you're a unicorn.
I know.
You're fucking different.
And I'm special. I'm great.
Yeah. Yeah, you're special.
But then over there, I feel like people get girlfriends and boyfriends within like 6 months. You know who you are. Get 6 months and they're already moving in with each other.
yeah,
And then they're surprised it don't work out in another 6 months. I'm like, you don't even know that person. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, to be fair, there is a little bit of that. People do move quite quick, don't
I
they?
think it's they do it 'cause, like make rent cheaper and
Do you think it's because we're a bit older as well?
I don't know.
Do you reckon that's a thing? Like, as you get older, people get well desperate when they get older.
I think they
don't
get well desperate.
They get well
And
desperate.
then I think they get desperate in Oz because everyone's so good looking. They're just trying to nap up their worldie straight away.
Yeah.
It's like just driving around playing Pokemon, innit? Just throwing the Pokeballs at the
Yeah.
birds and Revises.
Full Ash Ketchum. Yeah, gotta catch 'em up.
I didn't catch any as well.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
none.
why. That's why we came back here.
Yeah, that's why I got booted out. What?
Wow, the big reveal.
Big reveal.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't want to get
man,
her.
if you're listening.
Oh shit. Well, I don't know even like phone contracts, let alone like relationships, like with
Yeah.
for visas.
Would you say that you're a commitment phone? You're scared
what?
of commitment.
No, I don't know if I'm scared of commitment. I feel like I only really commit if I like. Oh, I know I want to be with this one forever. Otherwise, I feel like I'm just wasting people's time.
But it takes you a little while to get to that point. Is
Oh
what you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah. I need like a good roast to flirt ratio.
Yeah,
We all need a great bunda in our life.
yeah, we do.
I need to be punching, and she actually needs to have a good sense of humour, not just like a sense of humour where like boys laugh at their girlfriends. Just like, oh, that's funny, babe.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm picky.
You got a bit of a list there.
Yeah,
It's a bit of a list.
and obviously I'm like 10, so
Yeah.
yeah, 6
No,
foot
you're
5.
fucking-
Like, do you know what I mean? Minus a few inches.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a good looking geezer, I'll give you that. But you're like average funny and you're below average height.
Debatable.
Not debatable.
I think so.
Debatable with who?
My mum, my nan.
Yeah. I was going to say, and a small Vietnamese community.
Wow.
Like, that's where you'd be average height.
I'm tall over there. I go over there, I'm giant.
Like Gulliver's Travels.
Yeah, I'm real.
I'll just start picking you up and carrying you off.
So talk to me then. So you was with your missus,
Yes.
and then COVID, you
Yes.
broke up. She broke up with you.
She broke up with me.
Did she?
She took the reins,
Yeah.
mate.
So I didn't
She
know at
took
this
the
point.
reins.
So this must have been
Yeah.
was this your depressed stage?
Yeah, that was the depression stage. Man. Yeah, that was just
Then was
before.
it off?
That was just before I met you.
And then you
I wasn't
it's on the way
depressed.
up.
I wasn't depressed. Yeah, no, I don't know how to glow up. Look at me now. Look at me now. Yeah, man, it was savage. So it was lockdown. You couldn't do fuck all. Do you know what I mean? So we went out for a little walk, and that was our like getting out of the house time. And then I'm just like, you know what? There's something a bit off here. You're being a bit different. So we got back to the gaff, and sat her down, and I was like, look, what's the matter? You're being fucking weird. Thinking that she'd be like, oh, you were snoring really loud last night, and I didn't like it. But she just gave it the old, I'm actually with someone else, and I don't think we can be together.
What? She said she was with someone else.
She was.
She's having an affair.
I mean, yeah, I suppose. We'll call
It's
it
like
an
the
affair.
that is literally like the only way is Bondi.
It's not far off, is it?
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I
I
know.
know she's having an affair.
I mean, we won't call it an affair because that makes me fucking sound well old, and that sounds well dramatic.
I know, but you was together for 5 years, and she just said she was with someone else. I'm pretty sure that classes as an affair.
Okay.
Yeah. Minus a wedding ring.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there was nearly one of them.
Wow. But then you got a new girlfriend though.
I did, yeah. Shout out, Frank. Yeah, but that was savage, man. That's how I know that time, innit? because that was like just at the start of lockdown.
Yeah, that's a bit rough.
Yeah,
And lockdown was terrible.
rough as toast. It wasn't. It was like I know. I had to live. We had to live together for like 3 weeks.
How much?
3 weeks.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we had a 2-bed. It was fucking well awkward.
Yeah, that lockdown was only short though, wasn't it? The first one.
The first one was short.
First one was short. That was like, we'll be all right.
Yeah, that's when I moved down to the beach. I moved down to Bondi Beach.
Yeah.
And then that's when I started jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, well, yeah, I didn't know you first lockdown, so
No.
it was the second one me and you got together. We coupled up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, second lockdown because we was at garage,
Yeah.
and I already knew Smith and Ferris a little bit before.
Yeah. Okay.
So like Ferris,
Nah, I swear that was the first lockdown
it was
because
number one. It was like near your birthday.
yeah, that was first lockdown.
No, second.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'll tell you why. When I went to garage when I first got to Australia,
Mm.
so we trained for like 2-3 months. Lockdown happened, which was when obviously you was with your missus.
Yeah.
And then everything reopened again, and then I started chatting to Ferris and Smith,
Yeah.
and then me and Ferris realised that his best mate is going out with my sister, which we didn't have a clue about because we didn't know
small
we
world.
didn't know each other on socials like during lockdown, and then that's when me and you got pally because you invited me to your birthday meal, and I was like, mate, only if I'm free.
Yeah.
I might rock up.
Only if I'm free.
Yeah.
No, what actually happened was you were desperate for new mates, and you were like, "Oh my god, please can I hang out with you lot?" Because
Please
you're like, "Well, cool.
Oh my god, what you cool?
I'm in the group of cool."
You're not that far off, to be fair.
Yeah. Everyone's got to have someone, haven't they? But yeah, that was it, wasn't it? Because that was when you were a blue belt at the time.
I was a blue belt, and for everyone who don't know how the belts work, it goes white, blue, purple, brown, black.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
And it's like 2 years.
Yeah, it takes about averagely. There's a saying it takes average on 10 years to get a black belt.
Yeah, okay.
Not like karate, where you can get one in like a year in a
Yeah.
kids class.
Yeah, it's mad. Mate,
Yeah.
I was watching. There's an influencer. I can't remember his name. I say he's an influencer. He's got like quite a big following,
Yeah.
and he does karate. I didn't realise that you can do a karate where you don't actually fight. It's
Yeah.
just a routine.
Yeah,
It's like a dance
I
routine.
didn't know that. Yeah, the kata. Like,
Yeah.
At the Olympics, I was like trying to watch stuff like on the. Where was the last Olympics?
That time,
This-
2020.
This one was just gone. Yeah, where was it?
Oh fuck, where was it? Tokyo? No, I don't know.
It was in London, was it?
No, it was 2012 in Nutter.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Tokyo,
anyway, local.
2020?
The last Olympics. Was it America?
I'm sure it's Tokyo, mate. I'm sure.
Was it? Might be Tokyo, maybe. Yeah, there was like I was watching our karate, wrestling. And I was like, oh, maybe let's give karate a go, see if they do a bit of full sparring.
Yeah.
And it said kata. I was like, well, I don't know what that means. And yeah, they just do like the sequence of dancing.
Yeah, but they're against someone still. So one will come out and do a little routine, and another one will
Yeah,
come
it's
out and
the
do a little
weirdest
routine.
shit.
But they scream in that.
Yeah,
during
they're
it as well.
screaming, just punch in the air,
Yeah.
like like it's
Yeah.
just freak.
Don't get me wrong. I'm sure it's hard.
No, it's not. Anyone can do that.
Yeah, no, it's just yeah.
Like a bunch of
I
freaks.
was just going to talking to anyone who does car, but
yeah, yeah, not a fan. Sorry.
Yeah, do a real sport.
Yeah, that's not even a sport, is it?
Yeah, it's not. It's
It's
dancing.
really not.
Dancing. Probably way more athletic than I am. But yeah, so what were we saying? Got into jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And that's where I met you, obviously.
Yep.
I loved it when I first started jiu-jitsu, you know?
Yeah, we was training like a lot.
Yeah.
Like what we do now still, but
Yeah.
there was like that's the thing with Sydney. You can go that lifestyle.
Yeah.
We was training a lot during the week and then going out on the weekends because we finished work a bit early as well over
Yeah.
in Oz. Like over
Yeah.
here, you're finishing like 4 or 5 o'clock. Over there, you finish at like 2.
Yeah. You start earlier, finish earlier as tradies,
Yeah,
don't you?
the 6 o'clock starts are rough though. But then you finish.
Yeah.
But the days I was out at 1:30, I was like, oh, this is unreal.
Yeah. I think we did like 7 till 3:30 a lot of the time, or 7 till 3.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah, which is pretty decent to be fair.
And you're local as well all the time, innit?
All the time. Everything's local. It's a proper small town vibes, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like
it
that.
is, to be fair. It's unreal.
Yeah, it's unreal. I miss it so much. I miss it so much. Especially now as well, because it's coming into like springtime.
Yeah.
And you can see everyone's fucking getting out in the sun and that.
Yeah, mate, it starts to be a bit cold as well. I was saying,
Yeah.
I've got anxiety about winter and having ice in my car.
Mate, I'm not ready for winter.
I haven't
It's
seen
been
ice.
too long.
I haven't seen ice on my car in like 3 years.
Yeah. It's savage. It's going to be horrible, isn't it?
It's going to be like wearing like long johns, trousers, like jumpers, hoodies. I'm like, the most I had, I think I wore a coat like twice over there.
Yeah.
And that was for.
Yeah, the winters get a bit chilly. Don't get me wrong.
But you can still wear shorts if you wanted to.
Yeah, I wear shorts all through the year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Shorts all year round. And you just might get a bit windy.
At work. Yeah, but fuck. Yeah, this winter's not going to be cool.
Oh,
man.
mate.
It's not going to be okay.
I'm up for global warming, to be fair.
Yeah, and bring it back. Bring it back.
Bring it back. Bring it
Stop
back for the summer.
recycling. Get it warmer over.
Keep throwing them bottles in the ocean.
Yeah. No, don't throw bottles in the ocean. Just keep heating the planet up. Something else. I had another question for you there about jiu-jitsu. I'll tell you what I was going to say.
Yeah.
That I was well nervous. I remember being well nervous when I first started jiu-jitsu.
Really?
Yeah. Because I was thinking it's going to be one of them there. You know, like, I've experienced this. Like, I've done a bit of combat sports before.
Yeah.
Right? So I've done a bit of boxing, a bit of Muay Thai, a bit of jiu-jitsu. Tried a little bit, done a bit of judo when I was younger. And a lot of the time it's quite intimidating when you go into one of those gyms. Do you know? Especially I found that with boxing, it's quite intimidating.
I think
going
boxing
into
is because you're actually physically getting punched in the face.
Yeah, yeah. Whereas when I expected the same thing in jiu-jitsu. I thought it was going to be like killers. Do you know what I mean? They're all in there just trying to like rip each other's heads off.
Yeah.
But I remember that. I remember thinking when I went into the gym there, I was fucking shit myself. Had my first like session, which was in the gi, I think. No, it wasn't. I didn't. I went to open mats in no gi and got shown a few bits by Smiths and that and a few of the guys. And
I might even remember that. I think I remember that too.
Yeah, you might have even been there, to be fair, yeah. Because like Luke Howard and that was there as well, who's brown belt, is he? Yeah. He's like a professional MMA fighter, isn't he?
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember being like, oh, fuck. Like, this is going to be brutal. But it wasn't anything like that.
No,
Everyone was so good. Like, even just people I didn't know that were there.
Yeah.
Kind of you have that conversation before you roll and that, like, oh, what's your level? Like, what do you
Well,
know,
I think
don't know?
like jiu-jitsu gyms especially, like everyone's just so fucking nice.
Yeah.
Like so nice. They beat you up and still be like, you okay? Like, like if you sometimes, I think, I don't know, I've been to a couple of boxing gyms before and they want to rip your head off if you like, some boxing gyms do.
Yeah.
I think jiu-jitsu across the board, like gyms are normally quite welcoming and like trying to, because they're like, we're trying to grow the sport as well. Like I cross train between like 4 different gyms at the moment and everyone's so nice. Don't get me wrong, they try to set killers on you, like, because when you're going in there to a new gym, especially if you know what you're doing, they set the walls on you.
Yeah, they got to let you know.
Yeah, and then you got to roast them. But everyone is really nice, even at the end. You know what I mean? Yeah. I suppose it can be quite intimidating going into a new gym if you've never done anything that sort of stuff before.
I feel like in a lot of the other combat sports gyms, it's like you gotta prove yourself before you're allowed to kind of be in the clique.
Yeah,
that's
true.
that's my experience.
Yeah, I've felt that in a boxing gym before.
Yeah, you've got to go in there and like prove that you can do a bit.
Yeah,
and then they'll be like, oh yeah, you're sweet, you're cool, or even just prove that you've got that kind of like fighting mentality.
Yeah,
because a lot of gyms, especially boxing gyms, will be like, you know, you come in here, you got to learn boxing. It's a very strict discipline. Whereas jiu-jitsu is a little bit looser with that. It's a bit more like come in, have fun,
have a go,
you know, have a go, see how you like it, learn along the way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I feel like when people start when you start sparring in like jiu-jitsu, obviously you're gonna start standing up, you're gonna wrestle, and you're gonna go to the ground for submissions, but straight away you can sort of feel how good someone is. Like you just know.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Mate, I was like that when I remember doing the gi for the first time, which is basically like wearing the pajamas. Doing the gi for the first time, everyone said to me, "Don't take your grips too tight. Like when you grip your grips, you grip the lapel, grip the sleeve. Like just relax with it." No way, man. The first thing I did was as soon as I got hold of them, like ultra tense, wasn't letting go. My first competition, I remember my forearms were blown up.
Yeah.
Mate. Like
Oh yeah, they wreck you, don't they? That's the silly little things I forget about, because my mate Charlie's just started.
Yeah.
And like when we go through like the wrestling techniques, I'm not a great wrestler, but the bits that I show, like you can tell when I forget, like when you first really start it, like now I'm so loose and like just smooth, but like when people start, they're like really tense. Like everything is like strength, and then like they burn themselves out.
Look at the strength.
Well, yeah, because like, and it takes you a couple of weeks to get out of that as well, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, mate, a couple of months, man.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
But yeah, it took me ages. It was only just now, really, that I'm like relaxed when I'm rolling.
Yeah, no, you're good to be fair as well.
I'm like a strong white belt. I'm definitely a white belt.
Oh no, you did. Well, I feel like you got to be consistently training. I think for 2 years.
Yeah.
As long as you can you can say, oh, like, I know these certain bits and I know how to like pass guard. I know what a couple of takedowns, a couple of sweeps.
I love the wrestling and the judo bit.
It's great.
I love a little foot trend.
Yeah, it's unreal.
Yeah,
and when you booked your second comp?
Yeah, I booked second comp, man.
So when
December.
is that?
December.
I'll jump on that with you.
Yeah, do it. DNA, I think it's called.
Where is it?
Somewhere in London.
This.
Yeah. Be a good one, that.
Yeah.
Because I've got to do that, man. If I don't have something booked in, I won't hold myself accountable.
Yeah, that's one thing I wish I did more as a white belt, was like compete.
Weird. I feel like a lot of people are scared to compete at white belt because they're
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm not good enough. It's like you're going against other white belts.
Yeah, exactly. And
You'll
like
be fine.
you always roll better people when you're in the gym anyway.
Oh, yeah, for
Like,
sure.
like, do you know what I mean? You're
Yeah,
always
yeah.
rolling with like the higher belts.
Yeah. You just got to take that mentality and carry it across, I think.
100%. And you got to also think, I know, like, it sounds a bit shit, but no one cares if you win or lose.
Yeah. I did.
Yeah,
I
you
lost,
do.
I lost my first
But
match
even,
in the gi.
like,
I was fuming.
Yeah, I know, but it does make you better. If you watch the videos, if you record it and then watch the
Yeah.
videos back, it does actually make you better.
Mate, I lost my first. You were there, weren't you? It was in Sydney. I lost my first. That was during COVID as well, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. I lost my first match in the gi. And I was up on points. And then I did another takedown. And I tried to, like, dive under matey. Because I don't know what I was going for. I think I was going for an armbar, but I fucked it up. And he basically got on top of me. And I had him in, I think he was in half guard. And if you get to mount, how much is mount? 4 points.
Yeah.
4 points. So he would have won because he'd have passed my guard and
Yeah.
got to mount. And it was literally 7 seconds left.
Yeah, that's
And
fuming.
he put it over. And I was like, you cunt.
There's
I
nothing
was
worse than that.
raging. I was raging. And then, you know, when everyone comes up to you afterwards, they're like, oh, mate, unlucky, unlucky. I was like, fuck off. I just lost, you cunt. Get off me. But then, like, oh, you shouldn't have done that, should you? I'm like, yeah. No, I shouldn't have. I know that.
But then that's when you watch the videos back and you'll be like,
Yeah,
all right, that's
exactly.
where I fucked up. Like, I had it a couple of times where I should have done certain things and then I
Yeah.
gave up a bad position. And then, like, next time you go in, you're mentally aware of, like,
Yeah.
if that happens, I know what to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I did need that lesson, to be fair. It was a good lesson.
Yeah.
I reckon you do that early. I reckon compete. Obviously not too early.
I think that's the.
Compete a lot, like you said. Compete a lot at white belt.
I think so.
Do all right.
Just even to get the nerves out of the way.
Yeah.
Because, like, I think me and Smith competed like 6 times in a year.
Yeah.
Like, I think last year or the year before when we was in Sydney.
That's good.
Yeah, and then it was only the last couple of comps that we were like flowing. And he done one recently. I think he got double gold.
Yeah.
Smashed it.
Yeah, that's sick.
And he looks great at the moment. And like, we rolled the other day, and he's improved so much. And he's fucking he's slick.
Yeah. You're a cunt with it.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
You're like fucking well good. It's
I
really
try to be.
annoying.
I try to be a cunt. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're just so technical.
And small though. That's what helps.
Small, yeah. It's just. Yeah. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass anymore. But it was good actually. That little gym in Bondi Junction was
Oh,
good
it was great.
because it was like a social event.
Yeah, it
Do
was.
you know what I mean? Like we became, obviously, you and I became real good mates because of it.
Yep.
Met a lot of other boys there and that. It was
Yeah.
just like a little social event. Go down there.
That's what it is. Like, you're training, but you're also having like a laugh with your mates every single night.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
He used to come in on the Fridays. We'd have open mats or whatever.
Yeah,
He
I'd
used to
be
come in front
steaming.
of steam.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, boys. I've had
Yeah.
a couple of pints.
The George Best of jiu-jitsu. every Friday, I think it was at least for about 3 months.
Yeah.
Because I'd finish work at 1 o'clock and training would be till 6, and we'd just go to the pub after work.
Yeah. You work in the city as well.
Yeah, I was working at 6, so like you drink, I'd have like 4 pints or 4 or 5 schooners, which is like 3/4 of a pint
Yeah.
because I can't really finish a pint.
Pint sized.
Yeah. Come in training and I'll be rolling with people, tapping people, submitting them, and then they just go, "Your breath stinks of alcohol." Like, have you been drinking beers? I'm like, yeah, about 8.
Oh, that was always funny. It was
Brilliant.
funny.
It was great.
It was good.
I used to love it.
Yeah, it was good little community though. Isn't it? I feel like that jiu-jitsu community is just quite a good little.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't
isn't
it? Everyone
Yeah.
like, and if you do get one arsehole, they don't last.
Yeah,
Like, they never really
Yeah,
last.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you always get one arsehole per gym.
it's quite nice when you go in sometimes though, and you know you're going to get like a tough round.
Oh yeah, you need it.
You need
Like,
the tough
I feel like you
rounds.
need to be rolling with people that are like you're better than, you're the same level, and people are a lot better than you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, you need to be rolling with all 3.
Yeah.
Like, some people are like, I don't roll with anyone less than me.
Yeah,
Like, no, because that's where you need to be like trying this shit out. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. To be fair, isn't it? That's when you kind of
Yeah.
practice your techniques. But obviously during lockdown, everything shut down, didn't it?
Yeah.
Everything was closed in Oz, the same as everywhere else. But we set up the mats at our place, didn't we?
Mm.
That was quite good.
Yeah, that was good.
That was a bit naughty.
Dally Street
obviously.
Dojo.
Dally Street
It was
Dojo.
It was outside though.
Dropping in
it was
that
in the
fucking
open air.
address again, eh?
Yeah, Dally Street Dojo. They don't live there anymore, so it's alright.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was the mats in the back garden.
Yeah,
that was good. Them nights.
That was good.
Yeah, that was like sort of saving me a little bit.
Yeah. We were getting in there a couple of times.
Yeah, a couple of times a week, and then me and
Times a
Benny
week.
was going down the beach,
Yeah.
and we was just like we was doing a bit of striking, just like. Because obviously, all people was doing was doing that coastal walk during lockdown.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
all the
yeah.
hotties would just be there. Me and Benny be cracking pads, just right on front row. On the
I
beach.
remember that was a thing. I'd know that I could always tell when you'd been down there doing pads with Benny, because I'd have messages from you being like, "Oh my god, look at this bird!" You'd just be sending me some bird's Instagram page. Like, I've just seen this bird down the beach. It's unreal.
And then Cam King follows her.
Yeah, and it's straight off
See,
the bat.
Cam King follows.
Yeah, Cam King's outside our window.
We could have gone to like a quiet park, like
Yeah.
away from the beach, away from people to do pads. No, me and Benny would just go straight to the front of the beach, cracking pads.
Yeah, making it sound a lot better than it is as well. Yeah.
Making sound effects, making everything loud, and just like tops off.
Yeah.
Just trying to get lockdown girlfriends.
Unreal. Lockdown girlfriends. Did you have one? You didn't have a lockdown.
No, I didn't have a lockdown girlfriend. I have respect.
Respect for women,
Yeah,
obviously, 100% all the time.
No, I think I was seeing one chick in lockdown.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Which one are we talking about here?
Whoa. Easy, compadre.
Was that a lockdown, was it?
I feel like it was. It's all a big blur, to be honest. Anyway, swiftly moving on.
Yeah, anyway, shall we? I'm trying to think who it is. I can't identify who it is. No, I'm joking. Yeah, man. Lockdown was actually fun.
Mate, we had the fucking best lockdown.
I had a lot of fun at lockdown.
Well, to be fair, like, the first lockdown, we was allowed to, at one point, we was allowed to interstate travel. So I went up to Darwin.
You did, didn't you?
So that was unreal. So like hard lockdown winter in the UK. Like everyone, I'm getting videos of people, like all my mates back home, messages saying, "Oh yeah, does anyone want to do a Zoom quiz?" And I'm like, "You lot embarrassing."
Yeah, no.
Like just cussing them. They're like freezing cold. Like, does anyone want to come for a walk with me?
Mate, I hated that about lockdown so much. The Zoom thing.
Oh mate, grow up.
Fuck off.
And then just play PlayStation. Be a man.
Be a man.
Be a man. Unreal. So yeah, me and my mate Dan, we went up to Darwin, and for anyone who hasn't been, Darwin is like the Malaya / Ayia Napa of Australia. Like, it's crazy. Like, have you ever been?
I never went.
Mate, it's mental. Like, there's just so many bars, and obviously like, Australian culture, like what drinking culture, the secchies or like security's always quite like, you've had 2 drinks, you got to get out.
Yeah.
So like, it's like a police state with security guards. They think they're coppers. But in Darwin, it is literally like a free for all. People, there's like wet t-shirt competitions up there.
Is it just like one strip?
Yeah, it's pretty much one strip, but it's like it's got that real like Magaluf side. And then we basically, all the boys were in lockdown, and then like, oh yeah, does anyone want to go for a walk? I'm like, does anyone want to jump on a jet ski? Because me and my mate Dan had fucking gone on a jet ski tour today. If you fancy it.
That is you in your element as well,
it was
isn't it?
unreal.
That
I
is
loved it.
you all over.
Because they had nothing to come back with. And then like, we was in lockdown, we was having like, we had a couple of yacht, my birthday, we hired a yacht, didn't we?
Yeah, that was sick.
And then I was sending them invites saying, "Our boys, invitations are out for the boat party if you fancy it." Oh, I think I got booted out of that group chat about 5 or 6 times.
You're horrible. Because they had it tough over here as well, didn't they?
Yeah, apparently so.
Apparently, fuck them.
But then but the main lockdown we had when all the bars were shut.
Yeah.
Me and you were just going. Well, me and you plus about 400 other people.
Yeah.
On our Friday night was doing a margarita run.
Yeah.
Down
Bondi
Road, picking up a crate of beer, and then sitting on the hill. We're watching sunset. People got speakers. I think at one point there was like a band out there.
They did. They had a fucking, what's the mate? It was mate from X Factor, wasn't it? I can't remember what the geezer's name is.
Frankie Koza?
Nah. Shout out Frankie Koza. What's going on, boy?
No, oh yeah, he got booted off X Factor, didn't he?
Yeah, innit? Yeah. That was a long time ago. Yeah, he's a nobody now. I can't remember who it was. It'll come to me. I'll look it up. But yeah, it was. And I remember getting, like, the police would come and they'd shut it down and everyone would just move to a different little grassy patch. Like, because it was like 1,000, probably more.
Mate, it was packed. I've never seen a beach so busy.
Yeah,
it was every Friday. It was a thing. Like, people going to Bondi Beach to watch the sunset, crate of beers. That's the most drunk I've ever been in my life, I think, them Friday nights.
Mate, I turned full alky in lockdown.
Oh, 100%.
Like, I probably was drinking more than ever. Like, we were doing all sorts of shit.
Yeah, we was partying every weekend.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
We were doing fucking, like, we were full degenerates. We'd sit there on a Saturday, me, you and Willits, and fucking just bet on the horses, drinking Coronas.
Oh, how good was that?
From like midday.
Oh, let's keep punting.
Just keep punting. Good things happen to bad people.
Yeah, Saturdays was horse racing.
Yeah.
Getting a few crates of drinks in. Yeah, few crates of beers in.
Okay, huh?
Jimmy brings. Yeah, I'm not okay at all. Anxiety, PTSD from the lockdowns. But yeah, that was fucking great. Them
man. They were fun. We had a few parties and that.
Allegedly.
That was good. Allegedly, we had a few parties.
I think you can still get fines.
Can you?
No, I'm joking.
Oh, good. Since I don't live with anymore, it's fine. Yeah, we did it. We had a couple parties. Do you remember that party we had? I can't remember what it was for. I swear it was for someone's birthday or something. When then the cops came round. Was it for something?
I don't think it was. I think we just had loads of people around.
Just had
I say we, I didn't even live there.
Yeah,
I was part of the furniture in the end, though.
Yeah, it pretty much lived there. You were welcome, mate. We had like a party, didn't we? Again, I don't know who it was for, but there must have been about 15, 20 people there.
Yeah.
It wasn't like
and that's
pumping.
But that's when you wasn't allowed anyone round.
No, that's when they were dishing out like $5,000 fines or a household. Or
yeah,
whatever,
$5,000 for a house, I think, and $1,000 each per person.
Yeah, fucking
like
mental.
there was a point where you could have like 5 people over, but this is like you're not allowed anyone over.
Yeah,
and then but we had like 20 people over.
Yeah, and then we see because the back of the house used to just be like French doors, didn't it?
Yeah.
And you could see the gate at the end of the like a little driveway bit, and you could see all the little torches getting flashed over, and we're like, "Fuck,
yeah,
quick!" Because there was nowhere to get out either. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, it was fucked.
Everyone goes upstairs. You fucking jump in my bed.
Yeah,
with someone else, I think. Maybe not. Allegedly, I don't know. And then the fucking cops come in. We were so lucky there, man.
Mate,
so lucky.
Yeah, so all they come over for was a noise complaint.
Yeah,
I thought people would because people can see into the living room from your house.
Yeah.
So someone could have said, "Oh, there's like 20 people in the house."
Yeah, and it's clear as day.
Go get them. Send the SWAT.
Yeah, that's it. Send in the dogs. And I remember having a little pep talk with the boys that were there before, being like, "Right, let me do the talking.
Yeah,
I've got this." Because it's 3 cops as well. Like,
yeah, and they're normally normally cunts.
Yeah, they're not busy, are they?
Nah.
So when they get an opportunity,
there's no crime there.
Yeah.
Like, so that's why. If someone does a parking fine, they're on you.
Yeah.
They want you.
Mate, you know, if you want to appeal a parking fine, it's a fucking nightmare over there.
Yeah, and the parking fines are like $400.
Yeah, it's a joke.
They're not like 50. Like over here, it's like 40 quid.
They love money in Australia, don't they? Sydney.
Yeah, pricks.
Sydney loves it.
That's why I didn't drive, because then I'd just get fucking parking fines or speeding tickets.
Yeah.
As soon as I moved back here, had a van for 3 weeks, got a parking ticket straight away. I was like,
Yeah, but you're a prick with it as well. Like you think that just the road's yours. Like you drive. Fred drives a lowered caddy.
It come lowered.
You bought it lowered.
Yeah, but because it looks nice.
Yeah, it does. It is a nice van. Don't get me wrong. But you're a bit of boy racer, aren't you?
I used to be. I used to have the wrapped out windows subwoofer.
Yeah,
the Corsa 1.2 Corsa. That was the bad boy back in the day.
When you had a 1.2, it was like
many a viewpoints got visited in that car.
Yeah, full dogging.
No, that's it. Just a bit of sightseeing.
We used to have this friend, man. We used to have this friend who we used to go in convoys on the weekend. Do you know what I mean? Everyone who was driving.
Convoys?
Like literally.
Fast and Furious?
Yeah, mate, yeah. Dwift. We would be going nowhere as well. We'd just be like driving around just all together. We'd all have our subs on and that. Like, we'd do little drag races down the industrial estate. We all had like 1.2s.
How Surrey is that?
Oh, mate, it's gross. It's gross.
And you just drive around nice areas.
Yeah, innit? But that was the thing. We had this one friend, man, who was just always wanting to go to the dogging spots. He was like, "Oh, let's go to this dogging spot."
Yeah, he's like going to meet chicks there.
Yeah, he's going to pick up. He's like, "Yeah, like, I can't go to the club and have a WKD, so I'm going to go to a fucking dogging spot." Yeah. I hung out with him a couple of times, but then I kind of realised there was something wrong with him, so I avoided him. But he wasn't in my convoy anymore.
To be fair, Epsom Downs used to get visited by a lot of my mates back in the day.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that the course?
Yeah, the courses used to rally at Epsom Downs viewpoint, right by the right by the race course.
I don't think I've ever done it.
I think it's just a thing when you're 17, you can't go to the club.
Yeah.
And like you're too old to be going to parks, so you just drive around in your cars, didn't you?
Just feel a bit fruity as well. So you go to the dogging spot.
Go for a drive, girl.
Yeah.
Then ask him for a few quid for petrol.
That was always a thing.
Yeah, put a few quid in the cup, please.
Yeah. Oh wow, man, I'd love to go back to them days.
Life was so simple then.
Life was so simple. So simple. So, what happened then with you going from Oz, the land of dreams, where all things good come true, and then you come back here?
Yeah, well, I didn't find an Australian girlfriend in time.
That's a lie. And I'm sure she'll say otherwise.
Yeah, well, okay. So I didn't find an Australian girlfriend in time.
Okay, she found you.
Yeah, and so there's a bit of a visa issue.
Yeah.
And I thought my mum and dad are screaming for me to come home. Yeah. So I thought, 3 years is long enough.
Yeah.
So let's go home.
You went a different route.
Yeah, I
You
went
didn't
to
just come straight back.
yeah. Well, I had a stag do in Vegas.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Jim. And then ended up staying in Austin for a month to train jiu-jitsu at the B team,
Nice.
which is unreal. And
Yeah.
for people who don't know, the B team's like the Real Madrid of jiu-jitsu.
Nice. You don't know football at all
I
either, so
don't
that's
know.
good for me.
I don't have a clue. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a clue about football. So yeah, it's a good thing. That's one. To be fair, that's one good thing about the sport. Like you can just rock up to the best gyms in the world and be like, "Can I jump in on a training session?"
Yeah, that's sick.
Like it's decent, isn't it?
Yeah, that is
Like
good.
you can't do that with rugby, football, or any other sport. Going up, oh Messi, can I jump in on a training session?
Yeah, no way.
Like ain't happening.
Yeah.
But here you like these, and they're so welcoming as well.
Yeah.
Which is unreal. Yeah, same thing. I went down to the GB top team this weekend. Brad Pickett's gym.
Where's that?
In Malden.
Oh yeah. It's
Well, I didn't really know you was. I thought it was in. I didn't know it was invite only. But I went to the pro wrestling class, which is basically like, and it was the worst class I've ever done in my life.
worst class. What, as in hard?
Oh, it was so hard. I
Yeah.
felt I was like shaking. It was 40 minutes of just pure wrestling sparring,
Yeah, fuck that. Wrestling's
plus
hard.
another hour of drilling.
That's hard.
Beforehand. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. Back to Austin. So yeah, done a month in Austin, and then came home. That was that was hard. I don't know how you felt, but moving back from Australia to back home was hard.
Yeah.
I had a nice apartment in Australia, 10 minutes from the beach, 10 minutes from like the Westfield to the built up Bondi Junction.
Yeah, I like the shopping centre.
Yeah, shopping centre. And moved back. Had to move back with mum and dad, which is nice. I ain't seen them for ages. But then like your own space is gone. Didn't have a car to start. Like all your mates are dotted about because in Sydney or in Bondi, we all live like 2-minute walk from each other.
You could like knock for each other, couldn't you?
Yeah,
You literally just come around trap door.
And then I've come back to like my mates are a group of 20. And before I left, there was like 15 single lads. So everyone's always up for going out, even just silly things like lunch.
Yeah, yeah.
And I come back and there's like 18 of them in relationships. Like I've lost all the troops. There's kids. There's wedding.
R.I.P. to the fallen soldiers.
Yeah, the lot is gone. I'm sorry. Rest in peace. But yeah, there's wedding rings flying around everywhere. There's kids, which is nice. Obviously, we have to grow up at some point. But
Yeah,
I think that's
not
what
for you.
not for me.
Nice for
But that's
you.
what we were saying in Bondi and Sydney. Life stands still.
Yeah.
So I got there at 25, so I'm probably still mentally 25.
Yeah, yeah.
And these are
Oh, mate, you're mentally 5.
yeah, probably yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
minus the 20.
Yeah.
But yeah, moved back, and that was an adjustment. Moving back indoors because I feel like you go backwards in life a little bit, didn't you?
Yeah.
And it's only really like now I found my feet a little bit and like enjoying.
So how long
being
you been
home.
back? How long you been back now?
I can't do quick maths, but since April,
Okay, so like 5 months.
5 months. Yeah, it's the 9th.
Yeah.
5 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gone quick.
Yeah, it does go.
And when did you got back in July?
Yeah. So mine was kind of my decision. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like I wanted to do it. I wanted to move back. It's just kind of, I felt a bit like, I've said this on before on Smith and that. Just felt a bit done there. You know, like I felt like I needed a new challenge and kind of to come back here. I was really keen. I basically came back in February and I was really keen to come and give UK another shot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I made a decision and I came back at the end of July. So it's been like what 6-7 weeks, something like that. I had a wedding in Italy. Shout out Sam and Chloe. It was the pervs. It was unreal. It was unreal. So I timed it with that basically. That was right at the end of July.
Yep.
It was nice because it's been summer, but it's been different, man. It's been difficult to kind of settle because when you go out there, I feel like you just gain your independence so quickly because you have to.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're thrown in the deep end of, I didn't know anyone when I
Yeah.
moved to Sydney. Like, knew people who had been there or knew that there was people that were there. Like, Smith was kind of coming. I knew Smith, obviously, from back home. But
Yeah.
he was kind of coming back and forth and that. Didn't really have, like, anything set up as such. I was going to go out there to play rugby, so I went to the rugby club. Had no work, that sort of thing. So you get independent real quick because you
Yeah.
have to. So it was good. It was good to be back. Do you know what I mean? It's nice to be here. Like you say, nice to be around family and that again.
Yeah.
But everything's so spread out here.
It is.
And I knew that. Do you know what I mean? It's been I left in 2017, so it's been close to 5 years since I left, right? And coming back, it's just like, yeah, fuck, this is actually different. Hey, it's different.
Yeah. It's
You kind of become accustomed to that lifestyle where everything's convenient and easy.
yeah.
in
Everything's a
Bondi.
stone throw away, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like Westfield, The person who does all your laundry, that was downstairs for me.
Yeah. That was actually sick. That's mad that you did that.
Oh, it was unreal. It was $10 a week, so
Yeah.
£5 a week,
Yeah.
and the bird done a massive IKEA bag of washing for me.
Yeah.
It was unreal. Folded, ironed.
You need a bird, eh?
Yeah. No, my mum does it now.
Yeah. Shout out, man. I love man. Yeah, man, it's been different. It's been a different kind of journey coming back and getting stuck in.
It feels like a different place, doesn't it?
Everyone here's fucking like, I don't know. There's a very different mentality here.
Mm.
Yeah, it's kind of.
In what way though?
I feel like there's, especially now, because I'm 31 now. I just turned 31. So a lot of my friends are like same sort of age.
Yeah.
And they're in a very different kind of mindset of everything's kind of got to be, they expected everything to be in the place by now.
Yeah.
Like family, house,
Yeah.
like set up their roots with their work and everything. And I'm kind of come in with like, oh, yeah, I'll figure it out. And they're like, whoa, what do you mean you figure it out?
Yeah.
What do you mean it's not figured out already? I'm like, well, it doesn't have to be, does it? And they're like, well, what are you going to do? Like my old man says to me, what are you going to do with your life then? What's your 5-year plan? I'm like, I've not really got a 5-year plan.
No.
We'll just kind of figure it out
Just going with
as
the
we
flow.
go. Yeah.
But to be fair, I think that's like the not old school mentality. That's just what your parents have done.
I feel like it's a British culture thing.
Yeah, like house mortgage, kids by the age by your mid-30s.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm nowhere near that.
No. Isn't it? I can't even fucking wash 2 socks together at the same time. You know what I mean? I've never had so many odd socks in my life. It's fucked. It's different. It's different coming back. I still like it. Like I love being in London. I love the history and everything that the UK has, but it's just adjusting to the lifestyle a little bit. Maybe it'll be different.
Yeah,
Once
I think
move
in the
back.
summer it's one of the best cities in the world.
Yeah, I think so
Everyone's
too.
in such a buzz. Everyone seems like happy.
Yeah.
But then it's just like from October till May, it's a bit depressing.
Yeah, we're about to find out, mate.
Yeah, I know.
We're about to find out.
Winter is coming.
It's coming. Yeah.
Need Jon Snow.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. We'll see though, man. We'll see. I'm sure it'll all sort of come together.
Yeah, hopefully. If not, we'll have to move somewhere else.
Yeah.
Maybe like move to like.
Shall we? What did
Yeah.
What was Austin like?
Let's go. Austin was unreal.
I quite fancy the
That
States.
was one
you know?
that like out of all the places I've been to America, I think Austin's a place I definitely would move to
Yeah.
because it's like really, it's just really cool.
Let's do it.
I'll do it. I'll do Austin.
I'll do Austin.
We need to find American girlfriends though.
Americans, apply within.
Yeah, please.
I'm 6'4", just saying.
5'9", out of push 5'10" though.
But purple belt and got
Yeah.
really good hair.
Great hair.
Yeah, man. I'd like to do that. I think the States is quite high on my list.
Yeah, the food there was fucking incredible. It was like
Oh.
Tex-Mex. It was unbelievable. That's basically Texas Mexican food.
Isn't it like a flavour of McCoy's?
Of course, Tex-Mex. No, yeah, it was unreal.
Yeah, I quite fancy it. Maybe that's maybe that's will be the next adventure.
Next trip, I'll go there.
Yeah.
I think we should do South America as well.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
That's another thing why I don't want to settle down. I haven't got the full travelling experience.
Yeah,
out
I
yet.
didn't do enough. I left for Oz, or I left for New Zealand, sorry, because I lived in New Zealand before. So I left for there when I was like 26.
Yeah,
So that was quite late.
yeah, it is quite late. But I feel like we could do like Asia's probably one thing a bit different. Like I feel like people do like Thailand and
I'm not fussed by that.
yeah, I don't know. It would have been nice, but I think like
Yeah.
my mates done Thailand, but they was like 21 when they done it, and everyone
Yeah.
seems around that age. I think if you do like Thailand when you're like 35, I feel like who's this weird old cunt?
Yeah.
But I feel like you could do like South America at
Yeah.
our age. Well, your
Yeah.
age.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
I feel like you could be a bit older. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But maybe we'll book South America. If anyone's done the South America tour
Yeah,
or
let
a
us
bit
know.
of travelling, let us know.
Where's good? What's worth going to? And also, if you got recommendations on Austin, Texas,
Yeah,
I quite fancy it.
Austin was
fancy
great.
the South.
yeah. Don't worry about Louisiana. I've done that so many times now. Can my mates stop getting married to girls from Louisiana, please?
I've been enough times.
Yeah, I've had 2 weddings in Louisiana now. I'm done with it.
Yeah, over it.
I've seen enough gators.
It's the way they say it as well.
Yeah,
Gator.
yeah.
Mama, there's a gator in the house.
Hey, don't, it's crazy. We recently we went to that wedding when I went. So the stag do was in Vegas, and we went Dallas, and the wedding was in Monroe, Louisiana.
Yeah.
And it was a very lovely wedding, like really nice. But there was only one bar in town, and it was called it was like Lucky Joe's or like something like that. And literally, if you think like American barn dance, That's what it was.
Oh wow,
It was
that is
crazy.
not your vibe.
Oh, not my vibe
I
whatsoever.
bet you went in there with a Reese polo on. And
No,
that as well.
no, we were suited and booted from the wedding.
Oh, you went from the wedding.
Straight from the wedding.
Oh, okay,
afterwards.
yeah.
Mate, when we walked in, like everyone's head was turning. It was it was Ramo in there.
What you doing around here, boys?
Well, they was like, who are these? Like suited and booted, and everyone's got like cowboy boots on, cowboy hats. I'm a fan of the hats. Like, I'd wear the hat.
Yeah.
But it was like, literally, people was looking around. I was like, who are these? These
The
are definitely out of towners. Yeah.
Yeah. Out of towners.
Out of towners.
Yeah. New
Nothing
kids
around
on the
here,
block.
boy.
Mate, I remember driving from Vegas to Yosemite or Yosemite, whatever you want to say, and going through some of those little dodgy streets and stuff, and come across a cop, and we were like, oh, you know, what's it like around here, blah blah. 'Cause just it's really interesting. We see like bullet holes in the road signs and all this sort of stuff. Like, what's the deal? And it's like, yeah, man, there's some streets up there that you don't want to be going down.
Oh fuck.
I was like, oh fucking hell, this place is for real.
Yeah, the place is wild.
Yeah, Wild West, legit.
Wild West.
I still fancy it though.
Yeah,
Stays
no,
is
yeah,
high on
I'm
my
all
list.
over it. Let's do
Very
it.
high on my list. What do you reckon? Let's we wrap it up there.
Yeah, pull that here.
All right, guys. Let us know what you think. If you've got any questions, any comments, anything,
Let us know.
hit us up.
Follow you boys. Peace.